Welcome to Bandit's Keep Actual Play. I'm Daniel. This week we're continuing my solo original Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Here we are trying to do something a little more narratively, and I've been running a module called The Beacon at Enon Tor. Now, this module is designed for 4 to 6 first level characters. I'm using a 4th level character and a 1st level character. And what we're finding is, with the chainmail system for combat, that 4th level character is worth a heck of a lot more than 4 first levels. So it's been a little bit of a cakewalk, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so this would be turn 6, which is when I'm going to need to rest, which is fine. Again, I'm only kind of tracking these loosely because I've got a lantern. I have plenty of oil. This isn't a dungeon crawl. I'm not that worried about running out of light, but we do need to rest, though there are no wandering monsters. What I will do, though, is since I'm sitting in this room, there is room 11 next door, and I'm just going to quickly take a peek at it, because if there's something in room 11 that might hear us, then that will eliminate our chance of surprising it. It does look to me like there are some zombies in here. So when we open the door to this next room, where, we are not going to be able to surprise them, but they will be able to surprise us if we don't hear them and zombies don't move. So yeah, you usually can't hear zombies in the games like this. So that's going to be that. We'll deal with that in a second. But the other thing we need to think about here is a couple things. So I actually had taken a short break. You can't tell, obviously, in the video, because I was thinking maybe this was going too easy. But when I look at this and I think to myself, well, if there was a party of 7 characters versus 2 zombies, they would have taken them out so quickly. So I think I'm actually pretty balanced as to where this should be. It feels like this adventure is not meant to be incredibly deadly. Perhaps, we haven't explored all the rooms. There might be some other stuff that could be tougher, but at this exact moment, I actually feel like that I'm pretty balanced as far as the power level. So even though we're doing okay, because remember, if my hero gets hit at all, they're dead. So it's not like, there's nothing here. All right, so with that being said, let's move forward. As noted, oh, okay, right. So this room, again, we destroyed the zombies. We've got a bunch of things here. There's some boxes in here, and they are all marked as to what's in them. And this says that only one of them is locked. The unlocked ones all have in them what they say, and I'll give you a list of what's here. Let's see. Fluorspar, chalk, sulfur, powdered copper, powdered lead, quicksilver. In stoneware bottle, we've got dried blood, salt, iron filings, seaweed, herbs, snake legs, vinegar, parchment, quill pens, ink, square blocks to mix with water, sealing wax, sturge feathers, medusa bones, stuffed voles, glassware, bat's ears, cryptus, and dried roots. It does say that the box that says snake's legs, which somebody would have to open, is empty. So sadly, we won't know what that is. There is one locked box, and we're going to treat this just like we treated the other locks. I have skeleton keys. The halfling has 2 of them. On a roller of 1 or 2, they can open it. Nope. The hero, because remember, at this point, we're thinking this could be an evil necromancer thing, right? We're still not convinced that he's not bad because we're seeing zombies here. Let's see, can the hero open this box? They cannot. So none of our keys can open this box, but I think we're not going to damage the box. We'll just leave it here. It's fine. We know it's here. If we need to deal with it, we keep an eye on it. The trapdoor in the floor opens up to a well. So, of course, you see water down there. Cool. And now we're going to open up this door. So it's not locked because, again, doesn't say anything interior to this place is locked. So we're going to open the door, and inside we're going to see zombies. So I'm going to make a roll to see if we are surprised, because again, they can't be. They heard us moving around out here. We are. All right. So we open the door, and there are zombies in here. So let me read this. This is obviously a laboratory or workroom. There are 2 long workbenches in the room, each with a set of 4 stools. One of the tables is covered with parchment, pens, intricate glassware, and 2 candlesticks with burnt-out candles. A body, dressed in long, filthy robes, is slumped over the workbench. 2, which I'm going to roll, pale, corpse-like figures stand by guard over the body. In the southwest corner of the room, there's a large cage with 2 giant rats in it. Both look half-starved. All right, so again, we're going to roll to see the amplification, possibly, of the number of zombies here. So there's 2 baseline. So multiplied by 3, so there's going to be 6 zombies. And it does say here that they will attack because they're on guard. So Now the zombies have surprise on us, which means that we cannot set up our defense. So we're going to treat this like a general group combat, which means that we're going to take the average of the armor. Plate armor is armored foot. Plate armor is armored foot. No armor is light foot. So we're going to say armored foot. But any hits scored by the zombies, if any hits are scored by the zombies, we will roll randomly to say who they hit. And any hit against this character or this character will kill them. So let's take a look. Zombies are heavy foot versus armored. 1 die per 2 men. So we're going to roll 3 d6. Okay? I'm rolling 3d6 here. If I get any 6s, we will roll to see who it hits. 1 6. Okay. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Oh no. All right. Sadly, the elf. Oh, you know what's funny is, even though, I forgot about this, even though she is coming to train as a magic user, I actually have her as a fighter for this because she came into here thinking there could be trouble. So she actually is 1+1 hit die. So she actually gets a saving throw. So what I do here is I turn her sideways. The way it works is if you are 1+1 or any +1 hit die, you get a saving throw. You roll a d6. If you get a 6, you do not die. Yes. All right. She gets hit with a zombie and she staggers back, maybe falls out of the room on the floor, but does not die. We'll just say she's going to, just that's more for flavor than anything else. She gets up and the next round of combat starts. So zombies, well, melee is basically simultaneous, but the zombies are in the midst of them. So I'm going to say again that she got knocked back. So, because I just said that out of okay, let's actually do that. Since I said that, is it possible for them to stand in the way and defend her now? I'm going to use my oracle. Okay. No, but yes, and this one always trumps. With something good beyond that, but I don't know what that good thing would be, so I'm not going to worry about that. So she is no longer in the combat, at least for this round. She fell back. They're going to be up fighting. He will still go down if he gets hit once, though. So again, it's not like we're 100% good. So I'm just going to roll the zombies first. They got a 6 again. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 hits the hero. Doesn't hurt her because she's 4 hit dice. Now they return blows. She is armored. He is heavy because he has a sword. So I'm going to use the oracle. Because you could do them separately, but I like to do them as a group. So do we want to treat them as armored or heavy? So let's say yes is armored, no is heavy. Yes is armored. Okay. 1 2. This one trumps, but only if it's a tie. So for this round anyways, they're going to be treated as armored foot. So that's 4, and then 1 for the halfling. Let's get the bonus of +1. Let's take a quick look. Armored versus heavy, 1 die per, 5 and 6 kills. One kill. This becomes a 5, 2 kills. 2 zombies go down, leaving only 4 left, which means the zombies now roll 2 dice. The next round. This is now the next round of combat. Should she get up and join the fray? She's really here as she's guarding her. They're not going to let her join the fray if we can avoid it. So zombies attack. They hit nothing. Party attacks. 1 kill, 2 kills. Because again, 5 or 6. So 5, and that's, oh no, sorry, this one doesn't get a bonus. So 1 kill, which does actually drop the zombies down to 1 die now. Next round, zombie misses. Okay. 1 2 3 4 kills, and there's only 3 zombies. So they cut down the rest of the zombies. A turn has gone by, and our elf now comes into the room, looking at the body that's on the slumped over the desk, and is clearly the wizard they're looking for. She would know that obviously because she's come to work with him. Okay, it says the body is in fact Carthadon, and he is not yet dead. Okay. He basically got knocked out. He's suffering from a feeble mind and hasn't really eaten. It says for a week of food or water, or no water, he'd be dead. But okay, so we're going to give him water and try to revive him. He's got a feeble mind, so he's not going to be able to do much but kind of babble and stuff, but I think we can give him water. Let's see, it says on a chain around his neck, there are 2 keys. Okay, so it says an elf or a magic user has the ability to work. Now, she's not acting as a magic user right now, so again, this is OD&D, not basic. So I'm going to say in her current state as a fighter, she doesn't really know what's going on. So, but we do know that something happened to him and that he's very hurt. So I think what they're going to try to do here is get him out of here. Now, that should be simple enough to do, they think. So we're currently right here. So, you know, part of you or part of me would want to explore more, but again, we don't know. Let's see what it says here. Are there notes? When the field mind spell backfired on Carthedon, he knocked over a violet acid, which destroyed many of the experiment's notes. Okay. So what it basically says is that an elf or a magic user, and again, in basic, an elf is a magic user. In OD&D, they choose if they're elf or magic user for that adventure. So currently they are a fighter or a magic user. Currently this elf is a fighter. So they have no idea what this is. They have to go into their magic user phase if they want to be able to do that. And you can only switch once per adventure, so they can't do it right this second. So I think what the party will do is, and then we're going to use the Oracle, they're definitely going to take the guy. Well, they're going to feed him. Will we want to spend some time to collect up some of these notes to get some more information? No. Okay, so they're just going to take him. They figure they got to get out of here. So they grab the body, and we're going to say, I mean, at this point, how strong is she? It was a 9 strength. All right, so, I mean, we want to go out a way we haven't come before. So I think what we're going to do, actually, if we're being smart here, is we're going to kind of walk him with the hero and, I keep calling her the hero, with Sidad and our, her name is Esimi. Of course, now we're almost done with the adventure. They're going to kind of walk the magic user, because obviously the halfling is strong, but he's not tall enough to do that. He's going to lead the way and kind of just make sure the path is clear. If a combat breaks out, the Sidad, the hero, will leave the magic user with our elf, and will step forward to help the halfling. So again, we're going to move up to basically back to this room. Now, well, I said I was going to do it that way, so that's what I'm going to do. They're in that room now. Maybe they've been tossed around a little bit. They could go back the way they came, obviously. They know how to get out. Is that what they would do? Let's just make a roll. Would they just go back the way they came, or would they try to figure out if there's a shorter way to get out the front door? So would they go out the way they came? The answer is yes. All right. And with a sun, so I'm going to say they can never. So they go up these stairs to here, out this door, and out the front. And basically they've got a 2-mile trek back to town. And that's basically it. They're going to rescue this guy. Now, I don't think, because the way they did this, they're good to go. We may, I don't necessarily going to play this out again. Actually, you know, I will play it out. So let's do this. It's a 2-mile trek back to town. Again, this is a pretty safe area. So they're going to go back to town where there is, in fact, a magic user. And in that town, with the magic user, they're going to figure out what's going on with this wizard. And they're going to say they need to dispel magic. And they're going to send them back to here to get like his spell book or whatever. Because there is actually, this is meta, but there is actually a spell book. Well, you know what? Dispel magic is, now it's a pretty high level spell. So I'm going to say this person doesn't necessarily have that, and they're hoping that he does. So the party's going to go back. So I'm going to consider it the same adventure, though. So does this elf want to go? I'm going to say the elf's going to stay back. She's going to stay with the wizard. We accomplished that first part of the mission. But what they need now, although I guess we could treat it as a new adventure. Huh. Let me ask a rules question of the Oracle. I don't need that. Can the elf switch to magic user mode now so she can be more helpful? Yes. Okay, she's a magic user now. So now her hit dice is 1, which means if she does get hit, she's out. And again, because she's an elf, she can still use the weapon, so it doesn't actually... I had made her a fighter, I think, just simply for that reason, because she didn't know what she was walking into. I probably should have put her in armor. Of course, now as a magic user, she can't be in armor. So we're going to take the wizard, put him back at home, and we're going back again. So, here's the question. And again, this is meta, and it's me being a DM now. There are orcs, and as we read in that thing, and I think a bugbear here. And they had encountered the zombies, and because of that, they didn't explore anymore. And let's see. The orcs and the bugbear are established in the major part of the beacon following an unsuccessful attempt to destroy the zombies in the barracks, room 4. Okay, so again, we came in and killed those zombies. They've not yet summoned the courage to go back and fight more. Okay, so, I mean, this is not, I mean, it's probably the next day. Let's make an oracle check. I'm going to keep it even odds. Have the orcs and bugbears summoned up enough courage to go back to that area? And if so, we know what's going to happen. They're going to see that somebody came here, and they'll know that area is clear, which means that we'll very likely encounter them in the cellar. So let's see. Have they summoned up the courage to go down into the cellar? They have not. Not only that, because I got a sun here, which is a positive, I'm going to say they don't even go into this room, so they don't know anything's happened. It's like they're oblivious to anything that's happened. So that's good for us. Okay, again, the player characters don't necessarily think that there's anything going on here. They haven't seen the orcs or the bugbears. Oh no, that's not true. They did see orcs. So would the player characters, I'm going to say it's likely, would the player characters come in the way they went last time so they kind of know what they're walking into? I'm going to say this is likely yes. Yes, yes, no, but something bad. So what I'm going to say is they do come in the other way, but maybe while they're coming up the road, some of the orcs were out on patrol and they see them coming. So now I'm going to say that the orcs, while they are not going to necessarily... So what would the orcs do? Let's think for a second. If the orcs see them coming in and they see them come in this top door, so they come rushing in here and they get the orcs and bugbears. Let me see, where are the orcs and bugbears? I don't know where they are in the things. Like I said, I haven't read this whole thing. Bugbears in 3. What's in 2? 2 doesn't have anybody in it. And what about 5? 5's got nothing either. Okay, so yes. Because of the bad, they get seen coming. The orc patrol is going to run in here, go into room 2, let the bugbear know. And now let's make a little bit of a decision. How do the bugbears want to proceed? The bugbear / orc. Let me see what their forces are. So, large humanoid is a bugbear. The ugly human-like creature is an orc. Is it just one orc and one bugbear? I thought there was a couple of... Oh, no, there are. There's 2 orcs in room 1 as well. All right, so let's figure out the entire force. Room 1 is just 2. All right, so 2 orcs. Which kind of makes sense because that's like the guard room. Okay, and then this room with the bugbear, how many orcs? Multiplied by 3, so 3. That's 5 orcs total. And then here's the real question. How many bugbears? Because bugbears are tough. 3. Okay, so there's 3 bugbears. All right, that is going to be a little bit more of a challenge. Let's see, bugbears are... I originally had bugbears in my document, but I took them out. Oh, no, they are. Okay, bugbears are 3+1 hit dice. They attack as armored foot, defend as heavy. Okay. You ready? And orcs are heavy, heavy, one hit die. Okay, so now, here's the question. Are the bugbears / orcs going to... I'll just do it one thing at a time. They can't get here fast enough. So the question is, are they going to try to confront them in room 4? Or are they going to just stay where they are and wait for the party to come? I think it's unlikely that they'll just stay where they are, so I'll say it's likely that they're going to try to confront them in room 4. So likely means that if you don't get the answer that you want, then you can re-roll one of the dice. So I'll re-roll this one because that's a tiebreaker. No, okay. So they're actually going to stay where they are in room 2. I guess they just batten down the hatches. And they're going to hope to surprise them. So they set up an ambush effectively in room 2. Okay, so knowing that, of course the party, which is kind of funny, the party is going to then come in and go down these stairs because they're trying to go down to the cellar, right? They're trying to get down here because they know that there's going to be supply in this area. You know, they're going to be notes and stuff, and that's what they're looking for. So they go right past these guys and go down there. And since they're in room 2, I'm only going to give a very small chance that they would actually hear them. Let's say they only hear them on a roll of a 1 of a d6. No, they don't hear them. So that's going to make them curious. So let's do this. They'll eventually come in to figure out what the heck's going on. All right, I started to figure out a way to do this, and then I was like, I thought up a couple different Oracle ideas and stuff, and I don't know. I'm going to actually look at the module before I make any kind of decision. I was just kind of thinking. But I think if we look at room 11, it says, if a Dispel magic is cast on him, he'll suitably reward the party, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So where? The cage in the corner. Where is... I know there's a Dispel magic scroll here somewhere. There we go. There is a Dispel magic scroll in this room. Okay, and it's in a study. Lying on the table with 3 rolled parchment sheets, so it's not even really hidden. So let's do this. Instead of rolling randomly to see whatever, let's actually play this out. I think that's the smart way to do it. Number 1. We move cautiously. Okay, they've set up camp here. How many turns will it be before... will they wait before they come out? Let's roll a d6. 1. Okay, so they're only going to wait 1 turn. So the party goes down these stairs, into this room. Again, they can move 120. Into this room, and to here. And here they're going to unlock the door, or they're going to try to. Otherwise, they'll kick it down. So first, they're going to try to unlock it. The halfling has a key that unlocks it. They pop this door open, and now I'm going to read this room to you. This chamber is a study. All 4 walls are hung with tapestries depicting the 12 signs of the zodiac. On the floor is a rug with a pentacle design on it. The furniture consists of a table, a reading stand, a bookcase, and an upholstered chair. There are 2 silver candlesticks on the table. Talks about the value of the tapestries. Lying on the table are 3 rolled parchment sheets. One is a charter from the Guilds of Borth granting Cardion the right to live in the beacon. The second is a plan to the beacon. It does not show room 13. The third is a scroll with the spell Dispel Magic on it. Okay. So basically, that's going to be pretty easy to find, but that's going to be 1 full turn to get them in this room, and then the second turn, they're checking. The bugbears / orcs are going to leave their space and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're going to basically get to here while they get to here. So effectively, they're going to be at this door when they're in there. So right now, there's a room in between them, so anything could happen. They search this room for 1 turn, finding the stuff. During that turn, the bugbears are going to come into this room. The question is, because I don't think that the player characters would have necessarily set up a guard. Because again, they haven't seen really any sign of anything since they've been back again. So we're going to say it's unlikely that they set up a guard. So let's use a different oracle for this. So unlikely odds. No, they did not set up a guard. Okay, so at the top. So now we're going to have a chance that they're surprised. Now, bugbears in particular do surprise on a more frequently, I should say, than non-bugbears. That's like one of their dealios, but they're also with orcs. And I feel like because the orcs are the foot soldiers, they'd be sending the orcs in first. So we're going to say the orcs are the ones that are going to come into this room first. There are 5 of them. So let's roll a surprise. This door is open, we're going to say. So basically, we're going to say they're going to see the orcs when they enter this room. Unless they're surprised. Nobody is surprised. So being realistic about this, 10, 20, 30, 40, we'll say like 50 feet is the starting distance with a door in between them. Nobody is surprised. There's 5 orcs. Obviously, we know orcs are bad news. Oh, you know what? She's a magic user. She needs to take a spell. Let's roll it randomly. Okay, there's 8 first level spells. We're just going to roll, let's see what spell she has. Because if she's got, sleep or charm, would be useful. 4. Read languages. Nope. Okay. Her spell is not going to be useful in this combat. So what we're going to do is we're going to, just for the heck of it, let's do a little miniatures here. I'm not going to draw on the thing, but you get a general idea of where everybody is. We need some orcs. We'll use these guys as bugbears. All right, so that's just the doorway. Is there. I mean, it's that wide, basically. This room is bigger, but you can get the idea. Alrighty, so they see them. Yeah, that's basically what we see, right? And the bugbears are coming in as well. So, no surprise. Let's figure out what we're going to do. Well, the hero is going, again, like we always have done, the hero is actually going to charge up into the door and going to try to block the way. The halfling is going to follow. Because I'm just going to say, because they were searching, they probably don't have their... Although, you know what? Let's do this. Can the halfling raise and shoot the heavy crossbow fast enough? I mean, they've been carrying the stupid thing around. Yes, yes, no, with a sunny. So I'm going to say 100% they can. So what's going to happen here is missile, melee. Well, they're going to shoot the heavy crossbow, then they're going to run forward. So they're going to shoot the heavy crossbow. Well, they can't do that. They're going to shoot the missile. They're going to fill the doorway. They're going to stay back because they can't really do much. Oh, actually, you know what? She has a bow. Can the elf also get a shot off with the longbow? This is assuming they win initiative. No, because she can't. She's not really. She was the one that was searching the desk, probably. Okay, so here's our scenario. Let's try to make this work. The halfling's going to shoot his heavy crossbow. The hero is going to get in the doorway with her sword and try to block anybody from coming in. The orcs are going to charge forward first. The bugbears are going to be right behind them. All right, so here we go. Initiative. Now, why initiative matters is because basically movement. The hero is going to get to the door before anybody can come in. So they will be able to do what they need to do. They're going to get to the door, blocking the way. The halfling is going to shoot, just past them as these guys are moving in to attack. Because it's a crossbow, and because I don't think I have... Yeah, I don't have a direct line to a bugbear. So I'm going to just shoot one orc, basically. Which isn't the best thing in the world, but hey, it's a bonus. If we kill him. All right, let's see. They have a heavy crossbow versus heavy foot. 2 dice per man, 5 to 6 hits. They are 1 man. Okay, so 2 dice. They'll get 1 die because they have a high dexterity. and they will get 1 die because they're in short range. So they're rolling 4 dice. If they get a 5 or a 6 on either one of these, any of these, it will kill an orc. 2 6s, but again, because it's a crossbow, it can only kill 1. So removed. All right, that's fine. The orcs move forward. Because we have orcs with spears, we're going to be able to have all 4 of these orcs going to be able to attack our hero. Okay. Bugbears have basically maces, so they're not going to be able to unless the orcs get out of the way. So this first round of melee is going to be 4 orcs, which are heavy foot, versus our hero, who's armored foot. Again, heavy foot versus armored, 1 die per 2 men. So really, they're only rolling 2 dice. They actually can't hurt the hero, so it's not even worth rolling. The hero, on the other hand, is armored foot. Armored foot versus heavy, 1 die per man, 5 or 6. Okay, and every 5 or 6 is a kill because orcs are only 1 hit die. So let's see what the hero does. Okay, they kill 1. 1 orc goes down. But that does open up space for a bugbear for next turn. And the halfling will move up just behind with the spear so that they are not possible to get hit. God, I kind of want that magic user to help, but I think it's better if she stays back. Okay. So now going into round 2. We're going to have to split this up a little bit. Well, actually, no, we won't, because their attack is armored foot, and they defend as heavy foot, right? But again, you take the average. So since there's 4 of them, they're all going to attack as heavy foot for right now. They are 3 plus 1, though. So the bugbear gets 3 dice. Well, they count as 3, and they can add 1. Heavy versus armored is 1 die per 2 men, so they'll get 1 die. They have 1 extra man. So what we're actually going to do is, because the orcs are 1, 2, 3, and again, it's 1 die per 2 men, but then there's that extra die from the bugbear and that 1 extra orc, so that'll be 1 more die. Now what I'm going to do here is this die right here is the die that's going to get a +1 on it, okay? So this needs a 6 to hit, that needs a 6 to hit, this needs a 6 to hit, but it gets +1. But again, they still cannot kill the hero, so it's not worth even rolling, right? Because they got it once, and boom. This is why a doorway is a good place to be. Now, the hero, on the other hand, just like before, gets 4 dice with 5s and 6 killing. 1, 2. 2 more orcs go down. This is where the tide's going to possibly shift. The halfling gets 1 die because they're 1 man plus 1, and they're using a spear, which is heavy foot, and that's it against the orc. They rolled a 6, so they kill that orc as well. Okay, now this is where a challenge is about to happen. We now have 3 bugbears in the door. They attack as armored foot. Okay? So armored foot versus armored foot, so the bugbear versus our hero, is 1 die per man with a 6 hitting. Each one of these is 3 men, which means that there is 9 attacks against the hero now. They need to score 6s to hit them, and they need to get 4 hits in order to slay them. So we're going to roll like this. We're going to do 3 groups of 3, because I only have 8 dice. So first group from the bugbears. No 6s. Second group from the bugbears. No 6s. So it's not worth rolling anymore because they can't kill the hero. The hero fights as armored foot. They are attacking heavy foot, so they get 1 die per man with a 5 or a 6 hitting. So again, our hero, is rolling 4 dice. Any 5s or 6s are hits, but again, it takes 3 hits total to kill a bugbear. Not cumulative, but total. So that is 1 hit against 1 bugbear. The halfling gets 1, I guess I've done that before, 1 die, and they get to add 1 to it, but only a 6 hits, so that's nothing. Okay, so round 1 against the bugbears. 1 bugbear is injured. Once again, the bugbears get 9 attacks against the hero. Nothing. Nothing. I'll just roll them all just to show you. Nothing. The hero and the halfling attack the bugbears. Nothing. Back around to the bugbears attacking. 1, 2. Again, the hero's blocking the door. That's the reason why I'm only counting against the hero. Nothing. Okay, so the hero's fine. Aha, here we go. 1 hit, 2 hits. That kills 1 bugbear. So now the bugbears are down to 6 dice. Nothing, and they can't kill the hero. 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits with a +1. That's 1 more bugbear down. I may have actually cheated them out of a hit last time, but that's fine. There's only 1 bugbear left. The most the bugbear could possibly do is 3 hits, which means they can't kill the hero. Oh, I should have been removing these guys. So this bugbear basically is eliminated because there's no sense in just rolling the dice to see nothing happen. Whew. There you go. That was a fight. All right. While that's going on, our magic user grabs the scroll. They come back in. I think at this point they would, and I know the place is empty, so I'm not going to, again, this is how I would do it if I was playing. I'm going to narrate it out. They basically are going to check the rest of the space, right? They're going to see what's going on. They find the bugbears have eaten some of the food, trashed some of the place, but there's no more here. So the player characters lock the place up again, take the Dispel Magic Scroll, and head back to town where the magic user can cast it, which then helps that wizard come back. Now, according to the module, if a Dispel Magic is cast on Carthadon, he will suitably reward the party for helping him. From his secret chamber, he will give them 1,000 gold pieces, 10 arrows +1, a mace +1, a potion of invisibility, and a scroll with the spells Magic Missile, Charm Person, and Web. So the party are not magic users, so they can't use that scroll. So they will, of course, offer it to the magic user who helped, even though she hired them. They're like, this isn't useful to us, you take it. But they will take the original 700 gold pieces that was offered to them, the 1,000 gold pieces that he gives, the magical arrows, and the magical mace, because that can be very useful. So that feels like a pretty decent little adventure. It seems like it might be tricky for me to use low-level adventures, even spiced up like this. Because once you reach that hero status, you really do become much more resistant to getting hit by things. And the challenge is really not there. I mean, it needed 2 bugbears on the hero to even have a chance of killing her. And it was a very low chance. So I think I probably won't do any more old school modules with this system because I think they're not going to be strong enough. And the next adventure will roll up from scratch and we'll see what happens. We'll have some suitable bad guys, maybe some larger numbers that make sense. And we'll see where life takes us if we want to continue with this more narrative style. For that, I will use the deck a lot more, and I definitely want to involve this deck here because I think it's very, very interesting. And if you saw my overview of Tales of Argosa, you saw me talk about it. Otherwise, stand by for more Hero and the Halfling, and we'll see how it plays out. If you've been enjoying these actual plays, and I'm guessing you have if you got this far, please do take a moment to like the video, subscribe, do all the good YouTube stuff. Also, check the description below. You'll find a link to my t-shirts if you're interested, and also my Discord and my Patreon if you want to support the channel. I'll talk to you soon.